Okay, this is going to be a teardown of a Tesla onboard charger. This is off a 2018 Model X. This is a 72 volt charger. And there are a number of teardown videos of these, but not one that gets to the underneath the actual charge boards. This had a failure that I didn't see a lot of information online about, which was I was getting intermittent failures of charging at home, and it was a charger overheat. And it would come and go, and I would try different things like replacing the outlet, and eventually started doing getting into service mode, running coolant purge so that there's coolant going through the charger. And with that happening, knowing that there's coolant there, I also ended up getting, don't mind that, was just a scooter. I ended up getting this top-down, make sure that's in the camera, IR camera to check things out, and confirmed that there was no overheating, but this was saying that it was overheating. And I will just say, there is no point in having an electric car if you cannot charge at home. It's just not worth it. The savings just aren't there. It's a hassle. It was very annoying. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking all these screws out, because screws hold this together. I'm not an electrical engineer. I know about electricity and what it is, and that really smart people figure this stuff out. I know enough to hopefully not get hurt. But anyways, so these are some fuses. Other people have explained how this board works, and I won't even pretend to know. My theory on what happened with this board, it's really unfortunate, honestly, because the thing charged just fine. It would give an overheat, and then it would stop charging. And for a while, what I was able to do was, sorry, I've got COVID right now, so that's just been a lot of fun. Anyways, it would charge, and then we'd give the overheat, and then I would unplug the charger, plug it back in, and then it would try again. And for a long time, that would work. It was just like one reset, and it was good to go. But then eventually, it just started happening all the time. And when it happens all the time, you can't really charge the car. And I tried different settings, and eventually I got all the way to where I was just doing 5 amps. And sometimes it would last all night, but that adds like virtually no electricity. You get like, what, 8% overnight, which just isn't enough for daily driving. So let's see, what is... I'm a really great storyteller and multitasker, as you know. Okay. So I reached out to Tesla, and Tesla, well, first they wanted to replace the charge port door, because that's been an ongoing issue where the sensor in there, it was like closed, it was open, you know, just give them that error like, well, we need to figure that first, because that's, you know, what the computer says. And even the tech was like, yeah, this isn't going to fix it. But it actually did fix it for a while, which was weird. Anyways, they did that, and that is fixed. But very shortly thereafter, the same issue started happening again, and then I pretty much knew that it was this charger. The tech was really cool. He said that, you know, further diagnosis said that there was a temperature imbalance on the input and output coolant feeds to the charger. And that made sense to me. The sensor, whatever, it wasn't happy with the information it was getting from the coolant temperature sensor. So I was hoping that I could take this apart, find those temperature sensors, source new ones, swap them in, and, you know, bingo bango, you're good. But as you can see, and I went online and I looked around to try to find, like, hey, how do you remove these out? And everyone was like, well, the only way to remove these out is to destroy the thing. But then no one actually went through and destroyed the thing so it could see underneath it. So I am going to destroy it so I can find where those sensors are and put this out there, so that if you're ever in a situation where you are wanting to, you know, maybe you're one of those smart people and you have these and you have ideas of what you want to do, but you need to see what's behind these things and kind of what works, what doesn't, to get underneath them, well, then this video will be helpful for you. So, got my trusty pry bar here. Okay. Oh, maybe we pull this whole thing out. Oh, got that. Is that a 10 mil? So to keep you engaged, I bought a new to me, charger off of eBay, which was $550 delivered. And according to the eBay seller, it was from a 2017 Model X. And went through and replaced that. There's a really great video online on, you know, procedures to do that, and I would say, you know, that was pretty easy job. The biggest pain in the ass was the coolant clamps. Well, that and the power cords. So these power cords, they come in here and then they wrap around the bottom of this. Let's see. Yeah, there's two bolt holes here and there's like a bracket. So on mine anyways, they run through a bracket here and then run up here. And so clearly the way that Tesla installs this is they install the wires in top and bottom, and this is installed as a unit, and then the other ends are attached to the car. So when removing this, it was kind of a pain to undo these bolts to get the power cords detached, and then getting them reattached, I had to cut zip ties and reposition the wires because for whatever reason they didn't fit back in the same way, but it all worked out. These are big fun relays, so yeah. Anyways, I believe this is what switches between DC and AC charging. They send power to different places depending on what's happening. Okay, so let's continue. With this. I don't see any more screws. In my research, somebody said that whatever's under here is also glued down. So, and another, like, to get these off, you just peel this, and then you have to desolder connections here and stuff. We're gonna find out exactly what it takes to get these out. I'm sure that's, oh, a bunch of MOSFETs, okay. So, I guess, you know what, I don't really know how AC to DC converting works, because you got to take the sinusoidal and then make that straight DC. Seems like a tricky process. These are pretty big, tough boards. Let me make sure I'm still in screen here. Yep. Holy cow. 12 minutes. Is there a screw? What's holding this on? Oh. Okay. Huh. Okay, so check. So this is the board, and here's what's underneath. And ooh, capacitors. Oh, those are fun. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, well, let's just keep going. Okay, this is okay. Just breaking stuff now. This is pretty much the same as the other one. I hope those caps are discharged. Anyways, got a bunch of potting in there and yeah, whatever those are. I'm most interested in is, oh, that's cool. So it drops in there. And these, they just hold them, I guess, but don't transfer energy. Seem to just be holding clips, not, anyways. Here, I want to find where they are measuring the coolant temperatures. Okay, making progress now. So, when I first started this, I suspected that this board, since that's where the connection is, this one is like running the the various protections and powering on and kind of like, I don't know, being the motherboard. So I figured that the coolant sensor would be connected to it in some way. Okay, so the coolant flows here. I would have thought they would have had like a temp sensor. The discharge. Coolant goes in here and it goes up there. Let's see if there are any screws on this side. It doesn't appear to be. No. Oh, right there. What do we got? smaller? Can't tell if this is a rivet or a screw. Okay. The screw bit. Used to be T20. Oh. Let's see. That was successful. Okay, there we go. Oh, hello. Just doing a video teardown of the charger because there's no videos. I like that. All right, hold on. Okay. I had to take a quick phone call there. So I do not see where they are measuring temperature of the coolant that is entering and exiting the charger. I don't know if it makes me happy or sad, because I guess something that I did not consider was, do they measure the temperature, the coolant outside, apart from the charger? I assumed it would be all internal and that there would be some kind of I assumed water sensors, one here at intake and one at the exit, but there are none. If I can get these out. Oh. Well, these break apparently. Can kind of move it, but I don't know. It's all potted in there. Here, I'll take the phone out and we can have a closer look together. So the whole back is coolant. But as far as where Tesla is doing their temperature sensors, I'm not sure. I mean, there's the things, they're not labeled on the board. Yeah. So temperature sensors, I don't know. I don't know. Well, hopefully this helps someone figure out what you can and can't do with these chargers.